Friends, good afternoon everyone. I am fine. How are you? I hope you will be fine. Welcome back in my channel, Dr. Satyendra Kumar. Dear friends, if you want this type of videos related to mathematics for higher level, then you need to subscribe, share and like my videos on my channel. Today, we will discuss limit and continuity and differentiability of the function of two variables. Now, here the definition of differentiability. Definition of differentiability. The function fxy is said to be totally differentiable or simply differentiable at point a comma b if there exist two numbers capital A and capital B independent of h and k such that that is f a plus h comma b plus k minus f a b is equal to capital A h plus capital B into k plus under root h square plus k square into phi h k, where phi h k limit h comma k tending to 0 tends to 0, then the part ah plus bk is called the derivative of fxy at point a comma b. To stop the distance between fixed point a comma b and the variable point a plus h comma b plus k is under root h square plus k square, which can be regarded as a simultaneous increment of the two function of the two variables. Okay. Now repeat differentiability. The function fx is said to be totally differentiable or simply differentiable at point a b if there exist two number capital A and capital B independent of h and k such that the value of function f a plus h comma b plus k minus f a b equal a h plus b k plus under root h square plus k square into phi h k, where phi h k limit h comma k tending to 0 always equal to 0. Then that part ah plus bk is called the derivative of fx at point ab. The distance between fixed point AB and the variable point a plus h comma b plus k is under root h square plus k square, comma, which can be regarded as simultaneous increment of the two variables. Now, problem. Based on differentiability, prove that the function fxy equal xy upon under root x square plus y square, comma, x comma y not equal to 0, 0, when xy equal to 0 comma 0, the value of the function will be 0. Is continuous at origin, and f has partial derivative at origin, that is 0, 0 point, but it is not differentiable at origin. Full stop. Answer. For continuity, fxy minus f00 in modulus, this is equal to the value of xy under root x square plus y square minus f00, that is 0, equal to xy upon x square plus y square modulus under root, in modulus, this is equal to lesser equal to x modulus y modulus upon under root x square plus y square. We know that the modulus of xy always lesser or equal to under root x square plus y square. Similarly, the modulus of y lesser or equal to under root x square plus y square. Now, putting the value of this under root x square plus y square into under root x square plus y square upon under root x square plus y square, this cancel by this is equal to under root x square plus y square. Always lesser epsilon, it is only when x square lesser than epsilon square upon 2, y square will also be lesser epsilon square upon 2, that is x modulus lesser equal to epsilon upon root 2, and y modulus lesser equal to under root epsilon upon root 2. Now choose delta is equal to epsilon upon under root 2, that is fxy minus 0 modulus always lesser epsilon when x always lesser delta, y always lesser delta. Okay, this is implied that limit of fxy at xy tending to 0, 0 always equal to 0. This is simultaneous limit. Okay, this is equal to the functional value of, this is the functional value at origin, that is functional value of function, okay, at origin, that is 0, 0, it is equal to 0. Now we can say fxy is continuous, that is function fxy is continuous at origin. Now for derivative. Now derivative with respect to at origin can be written in f x 0 equal to limit h tending to 0 f 0 plus h comma 0 minus f 0 upon h. This is equal to limit h tending to 0 upon h, value of fh fh comma 0 minus f 0. Okay. This is equal to limit h tending to 0 h, the value of function when x is equal to h and y is equal to 0, always 0. Now f 0 is given 0, therefore the value of this is equal to 0. Similarly, partial differential with respect to y at 0 can be written as f y 0 limit k tending to 0 f 0 comma 0 plus k upon minus f 0 upon k. This is equal to limit k tending to 0 upon k f 0k minus f 0. This is equal to limit k tending to 0 k, the value of function at x is equal to 0 and y is equal to k, then we get value of this 0. Now f 0 equal to 0, therefore this is equal to 0. That is, function has partial derivative, that is fxy has partial derivative at 0. Now to check differentiability at origin. Okay. Therefore, f0 plus h comma 0 plus k minus f 0, this is equal to 0 into h plus 0 into k plus under root h square plus k square into hk upon h square plus k square. Okay, that is capital A is equal to 0, capital B is equal to 0, and phi hk is equal to hk upon h square plus k square. That is, A comma B are independent of h and k. Okay. Now limit hk tending to 0 comma 0 phi hk, this is equal to limit hk tending to 0, the value of phi hk upon h square plus k square. Along the path k equal mh. Now we have limit h tending to 0, that is h comma k tending to 0, imply that only h tending to 0. Now h tending to 0, putting the value k is equal to mh, m h square plus m square h square. Now h square taking the common, then we get limit h tending to 0, m upon 1 plus m square. This is equal to m upon 1 plus m square, which is independent of h and k. That is not unique. Not unique. The value of limit always depend on the value of m. The different value of m, the limit is different. Therefore, it is not unique. Hence, fxy is not differentiable. Hence, fxy is not differentiable. At 0, 0. Okay. Now next problem. Prove that the function fxy equal xy into x square minus y square upon x square plus y square. Xy is not equal to 0, 0. Now xy equal to 0, 0 is 0. Is it differentiable? Is it differentiable at 0, 0? Okay. Now we take f 0 plus h, 0 plus k minus f 0, 0 equal to 0 into h plus 0 into k plus under root h square plus k square into hk h square minus k square upon h square plus k square की whole power 3/2. We have a is equal to b is equal to 0 and phi hk equal to hk into h square minus k square upon h square plus k square whole power 3/2. We now to show limit hk tending to 0, 0 of phi hk is equal to 0. Then we take by taking limit of phi hk minus 0, phi hk minus 0 modulus equal the value of phi hk into h square minus k square upon h square plus k square whole power 3/2 minus 0 modulus. This is equal to hk under root h square plus k square whole modulus into h square minus k square upon h square plus k square modulus. Since h square minus k square modulus always lesser h square plus k square. Okay. Therefore, this is lesser equal to hk modulus h square plus k square under root. This is always lesser equal to h modulus k modulus upon h square plus k square. Okay. Since the modulus of h always lesser or equal to h square plus k square, similarly modulus of k always lesser or equal to h square plus k square under root. Now putting this here, under root h square plus k square into under root h square plus k square upon under root h square plus k square. This is cancelled by this. Always under root h square plus k square, always lesser epsilon. We have h square always lesser x square epsilon square upon 2. Similarly k square lesser epsilon square upon 2, that is h modulus always lesser epsilon upon under root 2, k modulus always lesser epsilon upon under root 2. Okay. Now choosing delta is equal to SL upon under root 2. Imply that phi hk minus 0 modulus always lesser epsilon, comma h modulus lesser delta, y modulus lesser delta. Okay. Imply that limit of phi hk h comma k tending to 0 0, it is simultaneously always 0. Therefore f is differentiable. Implies function fxy is differentiable at origin, that is 0 0. This is the complete solution. Okay student.